How do you feel about luck? Do you consider yourself a lucky person? Do you have a talisman that you like to keep near? A four-leaf clover, a horseshoe, or a favorite crystal? Do you feel that when you have those things near you, that you can increase your luck, that good fortune is going to shine upon you? But what happens to you if those things are not at hand, if you can't find them or you've misplaced them? Do you then feel as though luck is going to abandon you and you're going to be left with a lot of unpleasant circumstances? Well, today we are going to take a look at how you can increase your luck and take yourself away from being dependent on something outside of yourself and put yourself in the place where you are always at the right place at the right time. Welcome, everyone. I'm Marcia Martin, the Heart Healer, and here with me today to help you understand how to increase your luck is St. Patrick. Now, if you're believing that St. Patrick should be sort of a frivolous energy and capricious, similar to the Lucky Charms lucky leprechaun, then that is not at all the energy that you're going to interact with. Instead, St. Patrick is exceedingly deliberate and very certain in his ability to manifest. So he is going to help us move from the understanding that luck is something that just falls upon you at certain times, move from that place of hesitancy into a place where you understand that luck is something that you can align with and receive on a regular basis. So let me share with you more about St. Patrick. First of all, he was born in 389, so a long time ago, lived until 461. But he was born into nobility. He was born to Roman parents who ruled the colony of Britain. This is a man who expected that his desires would be met. And this is very important for the way that we want to approach the idea that we could be either lucky or unlucky. Now, at age 14, he was captured by Irish slave traders and held captive in Ireland. Pretty big difference from going to this high place of nobility that he was born into and descending into the place of slavery that he received at age 14. However, while he was there, because he came at such a young age, he really immersed himself in the culture. So he became very familiar with the Druids and the pagans. And I wanted to explain to you the difference between the two so that you don't have any confusion. Remember, in spirituality, we are not looking to follow or to create a religion. We are merely wanting to be in alignment with God. So the Druids were the leaders of the time. They would have been considered to be priest-like. They were the ones that were helping people understand what was happening in their worlds. And the Druidism is considered an ancient Celtic religion. The Druids were highly educated and they taught immortality. They left no written records. However, their belief system was based on the study of the natural kingdom. And it began as a cultural movement, slowly forming into a belief. We need to remember that it has been our deepest desire from the very beginning to understand what is happening and why it is happening. And of course, we would look to the natural kingdom for the answers to help us understand. Now, the pagans were considered the masses. They would be defined as someone who holds a religious belief other than those of the main world religions. So, if you were considering spirituality to be a type of religion, then the spiritual followers would be considered pagans. I do not personally consider spirituality to be a type of religion. Now, while he is being held captive, he has all of this influence from the Druid leaders, and yet, because he came from a Roman heritage, Roman parents, he was still very much practicing the belief that was given to him from birth until age 14. And that included belief in God and prayer. And he says, this is St. Patrick says, that during his captivity, he turned to God in prayer. And quoting from St. Patrick now, "The love of God and his fear grew in me more and more, as did the faith, and my soul was roused, so that in a single day I have said as many as 100 prayers, and in the night nearly the same. I prayed in the woods and on the mountain. Even before dawn, I felt no hurt from the snow or ice or rain." He was able, through his communion with God, which he calls prayer, to lift himself, to elevate himself to such a high place that he felt no hurt from snow or ice or rain. When you allow yourself to be in alignment with God, you flow in such a beautiful place that which would have caused you pain or grief or sorrow cannot have that same effect on you. You will feel yourself rising up and being filled by the beneficence that is God, instead of being pummeled by the lessons and the challenges that make up our lives. So St. Patrick wants to encourage you to create a relationship with God, an ongoing, prayerful relationship that is merely talking with God and learning to trust that you are safe and loved, that God cares for you and will make a way where there is no way, or where you believe there is no way. The thing that St. Patrick wants you to remember is there's always a way. You just haven't discovered it yet. When St. Patrick was 20, he had a dream while he was still in Ireland, and that dream led him to escape. Now, interestingly enough, he had another dream, and this dream led him back to Ireland. Upon his return, he came not as a slave, but as a teacher, and he began sharing his love of God with the people there. And this is where the shamrock comes in. He would use the shamrock as illustration to demonstrate the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So St. Patrick wants us to know that many miracles will be accomplished in your life, just as they were in his life, through love, through total devotion to God, and through trust. Now let's be clear that total devotion does not mean that you follow a religious organization. Unless you feel in alignment with that religious organization, you have no need to follow. Trust in God means you have created a personal relationship. It's you and God, not you and the rest of the congregation or whomever is leading this religious order. If religion feels good to you, then embrace it. But understand that religion is not necessary to have a relationship with God. What's necessary is love. Open your heart to receiving. Trust. Believe that God loves you. Devotion. Put the time in to learn who God is and who you are in God's eyes. But your fundamental factor that will move you forward the fastest is moving forward always in the spirit of unconditional love. But we're here to talk about luck. So let's hear from St. Patrick and understand how you can increase your luck. And he begins, "Dearest ones, changing your luck from bad luck to good luck is as simple as turning on the light. The difficulty doesn't lie in flipping the switch. No, things become difficult or seem to be impossible because you don't know where the switch is. This means that luck is not something you have to be, it's something you have to find. You must find within yourself the switch that will allow you to believe that you're lucky. Because when you believe you're lucky, you'll begin to feel lucky. And when you feel lucky, you'll see yourself as lucky. And when you see yourself as lucky, you will attract what appears to be lucky situations to yourselves. Nothing will have changed but your perception. Yet a change in perspective dictates your belief system, and your belief system determines your actions. If you believe you're a winner, then you'll hold the thoughts and take the actions that make you a winner. If you're convinced you're a failure, you'll find a way to mess up whatever you're doing so that it matches the belief you're holding about it. You, not the talesman, determine whether your actions will be fruitful or end in failure. I, St. Patrick, do not bestow good fortune, nor do I have the power to take it away. However, I can assure you that if you hold the desire of what is wanted to the exclusion of all else, all the world may pass away and your desire would still be fulfilled. Believing you are lucky is just another way to say, I will receive this thing I desire. When you believe you're unlucky, you are actively saying with your vibration, I do not believe I'm worthy of receiving this thing I do so desire. There is no oppositional force that is greater than you. You believing in you unleashes the power of God force within you. You believing in you is unstoppable. You fearing that you're not good enough cuts you off from the unlimited supply of good. Lucky is a state of mind. Lucky is believing in and accepting your worth. Lucky is being in alignment with what is desired and being willing to receive it. Luck is not an inside job. Luck is an inside job. Join me, St. Patrick, and become an open channel of receiving the good of God. And you will consider yourself the luckiest person alive. For every person who says yes to alignment inherits the wealth of the ages. Now, St. Patrick says nothing about the law of attraction within this writing. But clearly we know as students of law of attraction that that is really another name for luck. Because what St. Patrick did say to us is that as soon as you are willing to say to yourself, I am willing to receive this thing that I desire, and you place your attention on this thing, you unleash the God force within you that allows you to attract it. Conversely, just as soon as you begin saying to yourself, oh yeah, I don't think so, I no longer feel that I am worthy of receiving the desire of my heart, suddenly all you are doing is repelling that good that was coming toward you previously, and you have begun attracting unwanted people and circumstances that will be quick to remind you just how unlucky you are. So if you want to improve your luck, you need to begin seeing yourself as a magnet for all things that are desired. You must see yourself as worthy. You must do the work to put yourself in alignment with God, where that unconditional love and abundance is freely flowing. So this means you've got to let go of the shame and the blame. You also have to step out of the place where you are standing in judgment of other people and their actions. It's time to allow people just to live, to be whoever they are called to be in this life, and to allow yourself to do the same. Be yourself. Be your authentic self. Don't worry about how it's looking to other people. If you are feeling joy inside, if you are overflowing because you have connected with the God force within you, everyone that looks upon you is going to see magnificence and joy, and they can't wait to bring you more. Because the minute that you decide you are worthy and you are willing to receive, you will be activating that law of attraction that will only be able to magnify what you're feeling and deliver it right to your door. The law of attraction will deliver to you people and circumstances that will certainly convince you that you are the luckiest being alive. But it's not luck. It is a belief. It is the belief that you are worthy of receiving the good that flows to you in a never-ending stream. It is merely saying, yes, I am willing to receive my birthright as a child of God. Bring it on, because I truly am the luckiest being in the earth. Thank you all for being here with me. I truly feel like I am the luckiest person in the universe. I get to do something that I enjoy. I get to interact with amazing, fabulous people. And it's not because I am carrying a 4-leaf clover or I have a special crystal. It's because I invited God into my life. I said, yes, I'm ready to get into alignment. I am tired of carrying around the shame and the blame. And I allowed myself to be freed from that burden. So if you feel that you are burdened down by anything that doesn't feel good, and you constantly are telling yourself, oh, I'm so unlucky, then I invite you to join me on my website. There are free resources there for you that will help you dive deep into this spiritual journey. If you need additional support, please feel free to join my community. And if you want to dive even deeper, then sign up to work with me personally. It will be my greatest joy and my deepest honor to help you understand all that you already are. So again, I thank you for being with me today. And I am so delighted that all of you are going to magically experience much more luck in the coming days. So until next time, I'm sending you all my love and my deepest gratitude.